Da 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 da. Proof of life. Yes. Hello, hello. Whoever, wherever, whenever you are, thank you for showing up. I'm glad that I was able to show up myself today. Denise Matteau here, and this is a proof of life video because I'm just beginning to finally get over the super virus that appears to be making its way through the quilting community. See, I'm going to stand back from the camera so y'all don't catch it, right? Like during COVID when people used to wear their mask when they were the only one in front of a camera. I'm sorry. But this wasn't COVID. One of my neighbors was freaking out because he insisted every time I coughed that it must be COVID. And I said, no, I actually did get COVID in 21, and I can tell you exactly what it felt like. And this virus was not COVID, because you got COVID in the lungs, and you felt it deep down in the lungs. This virus hit up here like somebody had poured cement into my sinuses, and my throat was terrible, and I couldn't even speak for 2 days. But as you can see, I still am scratchy. But I'm here, and I'm feeling a lot stronger. And even though I was knocked down and out for close to a week, I did hold on to one bit of quilting. The easiest stuff I could do was keep working on this little whip that I have going on with scraps. And I just had to keep sewing these orange strips in. And so I'm getting the rows done. Now what this is, let's see, I got it pinned up a little there. Okay. What I did was I bought a box of 12 cheap El Cheapo Stinko polyester blankets. They sell them in Amazon, and I don't know which ethnic group it is that gives all of their wedding guests blankets. You know, I'm not even going to try to think about strange customs of other people's ethnic groups. I have no, it may not even be ethnic, it might be us, I don't know, don't want to go there. But I said, you know what, I thought to myself, I said, I want to make market quilts, which means I have to have them uniform sized, and I probably should go for uniform padding. Of course, the designs will all be different. And this actually works for a lightweight quilt. The one thing I don't know for sure, I was warned by a fellow quilter, Rita, that it might shed, and the shedding might come through the fabric. So I'm going to have to wash it a couple times after I assemble it to see if I should continue with the market quilt idea or should I just keep it for myself. But in the meantime, this is what I'm doing with I'm continuing my fabric purge. These are all scraps and Goodwill fabrics. Sheets, this green, this teal green color was actually a very heavy, extremely tightly woven, heavy cotton tablecloth, a big one. So I still have quite a bit of this, enough to finish this whole quilt. And I decided that while I'm learning to go from wonky, these are my wonky blocks, to more traditional, more precise standard patterns. What was I going to say? Anyway, I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh well. As I go through, row quilts, right. This row quilt idea, From Small Things. That lady, I can't remember her first name, but her channel is called From Small Things. She lives out in Pennsylvania, and she shows a lot of quilts. She makes a lot of quilts. And very good at traditional, precise types of stuff. But she shows row quilts. And So this is going to have another row, maybe of some 4 patches, and then I've got about 4 rows of these big wonky blocks. And I think row quilts are a great way to do samplers. So that's what I'm going to do. And I survived. If you've got this virus, I noticed quite a few quilters are posting that they're taking a few days off because they're not feeling so good. And I suspect the same virus is hitting a lot of people. But anyway, this was my proof of life. I'll be back. And quit your bitching and keep on stitching. Denise Matteau, over and out.